Meanwhile, Budget and Management Secretary Florencio Abando assures there is enough money for the relief and rehabilitation efforts in quake-devastated areas. He says all government agencies have quick response funds. Freddie Abando reports.
It has been a 24-hour round-the-clock operations for government in addressing the aftermath of last Tuesday's 7.2 earthquake in Bohol and Cebu. Relief operations has been on a massive scale in all of the areas hit by the temblor, to include the capital town of Balitaan City and 47 towns in Bohol. Estimates of the damage to infrastructure, to include roads, bridges, and even irrigation systems, continue. So with the cost of the centuries-old churches knocked down by the earthquake. It's still uncertain how many homes were badly affected. Budget Secretary Florencio Abando said he has recommended an amount of 8 billion pesos to the President to augment relief and rehabilitation efforts for Bohol, Cebu, and other areas affected by the earthquake.
The proposal is to augment the calamity fund by, I think, 7 billion and the contingency fund by 1 billion.
So that's a total of 8 billion at least to
Yeah.
deal with any emergency that may come down.
Yeah.
Plus reconstruction.
Yeah, because very likely many of the reconstruction requirements will carry over to next year. So what we can do is make further adjustments in the budget so that we can include them not in the calamity fund but in the regular infrastructure program of government if some of the projects can wait, because we increase the budget for infrastructure next year from 275 billion this year to about 400 billion next year. So we should have enough resources to take care of the more expensive, long gestating infrastructure rehabilitation requirements of the earthquake in Bohol.
Abando dismissed reports that funds are short of what's needed to deal with the current emergency. Abando said all of the government agencies engaged in the current relief efforts have quick response funds to respond to the needs of the victims. The calamity and contingency funds are running short since they were committed to deal with Zamboanga City's reconstruction due to the destruction left by Misuari's siege. There is also the impact of Typhoon Santi, which hit central Luzon last week. Abando said the 8 billion peso augmentation fund will be sourced from savings in the current national budget.
We have already anticipated these calamities. So we instituted a quick response mechanism among vital agencies, and we call this the Quick Response Fund. So DSWD has this, the Department of Agriculture has this, DPWH has this, and DND OSEC and DND Civil Relations Office, they have this, so that they don't have to go back to the President or to the DBM when suddenly an earthquake happens. On their own, through their own quick response funds, they're able to mobilize right away. So that's the first level of response that is actually happening now. The second level of response is the use of calamity fund and the contingency fund. We have had quite a number of calamities this year, such that the 7.5 billion calamity fund and the 1.5 billion contingency fund has really been stretched out. If all of that is consumed, then we have savings. We can draw from savings, and I think we have enough savings to fund the total requirements for relief and rehabilitation in Bohol.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.